Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a long time since I have done a video or an update, whatever you want to call it. I did have a video that I recorded and then I deleted it because I was kind of second guessing myself. It had more to do with like a bump in the road on our lawsuit. And I didn't really, it wasn't really anything that someone might find helpful, I don't think. I mean, maybe like a small percentage, but it was more of like a rant and a vent type of a thing. And then after thinking about it, I was like, I don't know how much I should really say because we're still, you know, trying to pursue things. And so I deleted it, and I was gonna try and edit it down to where it was like okay to post, but I was just like, whatever, I'm just scratching this, I'm just gonna delete it. And then I got off of the groove of doing a weekly update for how I have been feeling. And then I was just kind of exhausted and I was just like not really feeling it. I really don't know how people who vlog all the time do it. I mean, I'm sure once you get into your routine, it's a little bit better. But since I'm just talking about my experience with infant loss right now, and I haven't really branched out to anything else, like doing what we, like documenting what we do during the day, and which is not really anything, and things like that, I don't know. It's just hard to always come up with certain things that are happening. I mean, of course, I think about Atlas all the time. He's always on my mind. I have pictures of him everywhere, but I don't necessarily have topics. I mean, things come up, but not necessarily enough for topics. So I don't know what I'm gonna do going forward. I might just check in, giving an update here or there. I don't know if it would be good for me to delve into other things, do kind of like a daily vlog type of a thing. I've been catching up, I guess, on Water's Wife, and I had mentioned her vlog, I think in my very first one. I didn't mention her by name because I had forgotten it at that point, and I had just watched one or two of her videos because it was losing Atlas was still really fresh for me then, and I couldn't really handle watching too much more. But I've been watching a lot of her, and I just, like, she has a full-time job and she vlogs, and it's just crazy to me. Like, I'm so freaking exhausted by the time I get done off of work. And so I totally commend her for doing that. Yeah, other than that, we went on a vacation, so that kind of hindered me doing anything. So it's been like 3 or 4 weeks since I've done an update or anything. So I just kind of wanted to recap on what's been going on through these past few weeks. So the first thing is that we went on vacation. We went to DC for a Maryland versus Michigan game. Josh is a huge college football fan, in particular Michigan. He was born in Michigan, so he has a love for their college football team, and he gets very, very into it. And I had decided that we were going to buy tickets to a game, and I would really like to continue to do that, like as a yearly thing. Travel somewhere where they're playing and explore wherever we are, because I haven't traveled very much at all in my life, and going to Maryland actually is the farthest east I have ever gone. Before that was Chicago, so it was really cool to be able to go over there, and we spent like 5 days there, so we were able to get a lot in. So that was fun. There was a day in particular that was really hard for me. So I had woken up one morning, and a couple of days before this, it just seemed like a bunch of people that I knew were having their babies and posting that they were having their babies, and it was just really hard for me. And I feel so bad, but like anytime someone has a new baby, I feel like, or announces that they're pregnant and they're posting a whole lot about it, I have to unfollow them on Facebook. And I feel really bad, but I just can't handle it in my face all the time. Like I'll go and, you know, check in on them and stuff sometimes, but I just can't have it like in my face constantly. So I had seen that, and then my cousin and his girlfriend had their baby, and I don't know what it is, because obviously I would never want anything bad to happen to anyone, let alone my family. But just seeing that, and he has a lot of siblings, so they were all posting about it, and I had to like hide every single one of their posts, and I was just a mess. Like I woke up and I saw that, and I was just bawling. I cried in the hotel for probably about an hour before I was able to like calm down and actually get ready for the day and things like that. So that was really hard, and it just gave me a huge feeling of the it's not fairs, and like, why did this happen to me? Why Atlas? Like, you know, and his 6-month birthday was coming up, and I was just like, for some reason, like 3 months, 6 months, and I'm sure 9 months, like they're all weird milestones, like, because it's a quarter of a year, you know, and it just really affected me. I just was like, and I even posted this in my 6-month update, or my 6-month post for Atlas for his birthday. Like, what did I do in this life to deserve this to happen to me? What did Atlas do? Like, he did nothing. What did I do to make it so that he didn't deserve to live? And I know I didn't do anything, but those thoughts creep into my head sometimes. Like, I'm not a terrible person. Sure, I've made questionable decisions in my life, but nothing that would warrant losing a child. I mean, I don't think anybody does, really, because even people who make terrible choices and they do have kids, like, those kids did nothing to deserve to not live. So really, I mean, it's just a hard thing all around. And I did have some people reach out to me because they had seen that he had their baby and wanted to reach out and made sure that I was doing okay, my mom and my sister, and just talked about it a little bit. And so that was nice. And my cousin-in-law Paige also checked in on me, and I really appreciate people who were so in tune like that, knowing that I would see something like that and be upset, and they felt the urge to text me and see how I was doing. So I really do appreciate those relationships I have. Honestly, it means a lot to me that people go out of their way and are compassionate and think about things like that. So I really appreciate that. And along with the 6-month birthday, I also I got my first memory popping up on Facebook about Atlas. We had announced on Facebook at 16 weeks, once we found out he was a boy, and we had announced, and we did like this coffee Starbucks cup announcement. It was really cute, and I was so excited for the idea that I had to do that, and it popped up in my memories as happening a year ago. So in November, I think it was like November 16th or something like that, I had announced that we were expecting him. So I'm kind of dreading all of those things that are going to start popping up now in my memories. And so some people like choose to hide them, and I've toyed with that idea. But then again, those were the good times I had, and those were the times I had in anticipation and excitement waiting for him to come. And so I don't know, I just think it's going to be really bittersweet, and I think I want to leave them, even though I'm probably going to cry every time I see one. But it's going to be the start of about another 6 months of those milestones popping up, or those memories popping up, and also milestones. He'll be you know, every month is a milestone when you're a baby. And so, I don't know, those are some things that I've been dealing with, trying to overcome. And that's why I haven't been doing these as much. I've just been lazy and exhausted, and I don't know. I just feel like I have no direction sometimes. So anyway, that's kind of what I've been up to. So I hope everything's okay with you guys out there, and thanks for watching, and I will just see you guys in my next one. Bye.